What's up, crypto enthusiasts? Welcome back to another live stream with Wise Staking. Thank you so much for everyone who is here right at the beginning of every single stream. We have some people that watch Wise Staking for 1 hour every single day. So thank you so much for the dedication. We've got Dirty Crypto in the chat. We got 369 Wise Mind Crypto. What's up, guys? We got Ramon Dawkins. We got Cochise, Coffee Converter, DeFi Man, Stardate, FD Broadcasting, Ultimate Finish, and Heartsphere. So what's up, guys? It is a pretty good day today. We have 26,800 Ethereum in the contract. That means that we are still solidly in number 10th place, putting $30 million of liquidity minimum on Uniswap as of right now. So that is only going to get better and better and better. We're looking at maybe number 8 or maybe number 7th place when we launch, and we'll absolutely be first place sometime in 2021, hopefully, once this chart plays out. So welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Let's go ahead and check out today. So we're going to use our handy dandy little filter and see we have 625.77 Ethereum in the contract for today. That's a little bit higher than the last couple of days. And if you haven't noticed, in case you haven't noticed, the momentum for Wise has been going up. So if you look at this chart right here, you can see this blue line is momentum. And you can see we are creeping up and up and up in momentum. I don't know if it's just going to keep steadily going up or if we're going to have another big FOMO wave. I tend to think we're going to have another big wave because if we look at what happened, we had our 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. We topped out on our 3rd wave. Now we're cooling off a little bit. I feel like we are going to have another wave of adoption coming in for December. So things are heating up. We can see it climbing. We've been consolidating, but that momentum is absolutely about to take off again. So if you aren't in now, maybe you should consider investing today. We have got a stable day today. You don't have to worry about the random number being a low number. So it's wide open for everyone. We have 1,125 users in right now, and the getting's good. It's only 625 Ethereum. Now, I'm sure that's going to change in the next 55 minutes, but if you look at the momentum chart, like getting it today versus getting it in a few weeks, you're not going to know how much higher this actual chart is going to be in a few weeks. I tend to think that we're going to have another wave, and the cheapest prices to get in December might be these next few days right here. So thank you so much for joining. If you are new, welcome to Wise. You stumbled on a good one. Wise is much different than other cryptocurrencies because Wise is actually backing up everyone's investment with assets. And those assets are this pot of Ethereum right here. So most other cryptos, when you buy into those cryptos, they aren't backed by anything. The only time you find assets that are backed by things, you usually have stable coins. So for instance, DAI is backed by other cryptocurrencies pegged to $1. Tether, supposedly backed by US dollars, pegged to $1. You don't find that in other cryptocurrencies, especially other cryptocurrencies that are volatile and that can actually go up in price. So Wise is one of the only cryptocurrencies I know of that is actually backed by a pool of assets that can go up in price exponentially. And so how much can it go up? Well, that just depends on adoption. So right now we have 4,000, we just crossed 4,000 unique users today, by the way. So we've got 4,018 unique users. We've got this much Ethereum right here, and we are growing by about 75 users per day. And so if you do the math here, you can see that a user during their lifetime so far invests about 6.5 Ethereum per user. So if we have 75 new users per day and we can count on about 6.5 Ethereum on average from each one, if that continues for another year, we will gain another $270 million worth of buys in 2021. that would rocket our Uniswap liquidity up to 600 million, which would put us way at the top. The highest right here is only 216 million. So that would rocket us to the top of Uniswap liquidity, but it would also 100x the price. And so this is just 100xing the price. And this isn't even talking about the price of Ethereum going up, because the price of Ethereum going up would be even more compound gains on top of that. And the interest you make in the system, if you stake Wise, is going to be compounding that as well. So there's many ways you can make money with Wise. Nothing's guaranteed, nothing's for sure. But if you're going to bet on a crypto, why not bet on one that is actually backed by assets and is fair and has a even distribution, a fair distribution, versus something that is just greedy, that's not made to last, and is going to just take your money. So we are filling up in chat here. We've got Robbie Digital says, "What's up?" Cochise says top 10, going for top 5. We're actually going for the number 1 spot, Cochise. So I don't think we'll get the number 1 spot on December 31st when we list. I think that might be number 6 or 7. If we get super lucky, number 5. But what some people don't know is that pool can actually grow from there. So this chart right here shows the pool growing from $60 million all the way up to $600 million. So 100xing in price would actually 10x the volume on the value of the liquidity on Uniswap. So this is a lot of money right here, $600 million on Uniswap. That's a really big market. That would be huge. Like, we would control the majority of Uniswap. I mean, not that we could, control it in such a way to make it do something that we want it to do, but just saying we would control the majority of the locked liquidity. That would be super cool for us to do. All right, let's get to some questions here. Claire says, "Hi, Peter. Can you explain what happens if you stake longer than 5 years?" Sure. Yeah, so first of all, the whole point of Wise is to be able to make interest. So it's about making money. It's the same as a saving bond, savings, certificate of deposit or a bond, where it monetizes the amount of time you lock up your money. So you lock up your money for a period of time and it gives you money. So that's what Wise is. It's an investment that you lock up over a period of time. You're going to be earning more, and then you can cash it out. And the system gives you extra benefits for staking for longer periods of time. So for instance, you can see this is going to be what the pop-up for the staking window looks like. So you can see 2,000 Wise. That's just an example. 365 days. So this is a 365-day stake that we're about to make right here. And that's a 5% bonus. So this gives us 5% extra shares. And if you don't know what shares are what determines how much interest you get. So the more shares you get, the more interest you're making every single day. So it's your interest earning power. So staking for longer periods of time gives you more shares, which earns you more interest. And the rate is 5% extra per year, but only up to 5 years. So after 5 years, this bonus would be a 25% bonus for 5 years. And then after that, you can stake longer. Like, you can actually stake for 42 years, up to 42 years, which is awesome. But after the 5-year the 5-year duration, if you make a stake for longer than 5 years, you're not getting much more than 25% extra shares. So if you make a stake for 5 years, you're getting 25% extra shares for the longer pays better. If you make a stake for 42 years, you're only getting 5% more, so 30% total extra shares. And that's scaling linearly from, between 5 years and 42 years, there's only an extra 5% more shares. And the reason for that is because we're not trying to incentivize people to lock up their money for 42 years. That's absolutely ridiculous. The crypto market is moving fast. You need to be able to make your money and, take the gains from your money before 42 years. Like that's kind of ridiculous. So that's why we incentivize up to 5-year stakes. Me personally, I'm going to be staking everywhere from 1 to 5 years. That's where the bulk of my entire investment is going to be, between 1 and 5 year stakes. And then after that, you know, I might have some 42-year stakes that are like less than $100, just because I want to track progress and you know, for data purposes and stuff like that. But making a 42-year long stake is not something that we want to incentivize people to do. That's just an entirely too long period of time for somebody to lock up their money. So that's how that works. Feel free to make stakes as long as you want. You will, like, if you make a 10-year stake, that is better than making a 5-year stake and then restaking for another 5 years, because there is a duration bonus still after 5 years. It's just very, very little. But great question, and thank you for asking that. Lucas says, Peter, any update on reporting the bug from Devs Society? Did someone find anything already that has to be redeployed? Yeah, sure. So let's give an update on the bug situation. So we have a 100 Ethereum bug bounty going right now for people to find errors in our code, and it lasts until December 31st. After December 31st, it can't be changed. So that's when the bug bounty ends. It's not that it can be changed, but we'd actually have to redeploy, and we don't have the opportunity to redeploy after December 30th. So that's when that runs. Now, if you would like to participate in trying to find bugs on GitHub, then just go down here to our GitHub link on our website, Wise Token Contracts. Contracts right here, and you can see all the contracts. So the staking contract is right here. This is what you want to look for bugs in. If you find a bug, you just select the line or lines where you find the bugs, and then you click these 3 dots and you do reference a new issue, and it'll open it up a new thread. So this is also a way to check, because you can check and see, you know, am I the first person to find it? Well, if there's no thread on the issue already, then yes, you are the first person to find it. Now, we have just about finished the UI, the user interface for staking, and it's actually live on Ropsten testnet. But you're not going to be able to access it yet, but it is live on Ropsten testnet, and us as the Wise team, we've been testing it for several days now. And so this was the last piece of the UI that needed to be built before we can, you know, use everything. And so you proceeded to test all sorts of different types of stakes. And we found a bug that if somebody else found it that wasn't us, it would have been worth 50 Ethereum. And that bug was early ending stakes actually didn't carry any penalty at all. You could do it for free and get all your Wise back, and it wasn't doing anything. Very simple fix. It's just required 2 lines of code being switched, but it would have been a serious thing if it wasn't caught. So this is why we do all our internal tests. This is something that Coin Fabric didn't catch, and none of the people seeking bug bounties, they didn't catch it either. Something that's very simple, and it's very hard to see unless you already have the UI and you're able to test it out yourself. But we caught it, and this is the last piece of the code that we weren't able to test ourselves because we didn't have the UI ready yet. Now that we had the UI ready and we were able to test it, we found that little bug, and it's fixed, and it's going to need a redeployment because we can't fix the contract that's already live right now. That's immutable. There's no admin keys in Wise, so we do need to redeploy a new one. We did redeploy the new version on Ropsten, and so we're just going to continue testing that for a few days, make sure all the pieces are good, and then we will redeploy the new one on mainnet, and there'll still be another 25 days or so for anybody to find anything before the transformer ends, and it's going to need to point to the staking contracts. So we have... So you know, we think we're pretty good to go, and you know, we have a lot backing us up on that. But we still have another 25 days for us and for anybody else to do whatever testings that they see fit. But yes, so the contract that we were going to use for the staking contract it needs to be redeployed. And so the liquidity transfer contract is going to be pointing at the new one rather than pointing at the old one that everybody knows about right now. So that's the update on that. Another great question. Thank you so much for asking. All right, what else have we got here? So first of all, 1137, we got some more Ethereum starting to come in. 43 minutes left, and we're up to 629. All right, new person in the stream I've never seen before. It says how to not. It says hello, Peter. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right. It says, I think I understand that 3% of the annual inflation pool is paid back as interest to stakers. How is the 1% distributed to CM referrers? Hey, Chase, great question. So Wise has 4% inflation, just like you said. 3% gets distributed to stakers, and then 1% gets distributed to CM referrers. How does it get distributed? Well, it depends how many CM shares you have as a CM referrer. And how do you get CM shares? Well, you have to have people using your link when they stake. Because if people use your link when they stake and you're a CM referrer, they're going to generate regular shares for themselves, but they're going to generate CM shares for you. So it could very well be that you did very well as a CM referrer, but if nobody stakes, well, then you're not going to get any of that pot of money for CM referrers. You need to incentivize your customers and the people that you brought in to Wise in the first place. You need to let them know that they need to stake, and they need to stake for at least 365 days or longer, or else you don't get any CM shares. So that is how that works. Peter Vin Diesel in the house. What's up? Welcome back, XXX Wise. Thanks for coming in on almost every stream, so thank you. Crypto Press says, I feel like Warren Buffett buying Coca-Cola back in the day, but I am the future buying Wise. Absolutely, Crypto Press. This is a good one, and I'm glad you got in super early. So no matter what day you got in on the auction, you're still in early, guys. Like it doesn't matter. Like even on the worst day so far, you only paid like, what is it? Not even quite double of what the average is. So that's not bad at all, because as soon as we 2x, then you're already in big gains. So this right here is a chart to show you how if we just continue on our trajectory, we don't even have to pick up steam. If we just trudge along the same way we're going right now, in 1 year's time, we will have 100x. Everybody will have 100x their money. So it doesn't matter if don't feel sad if you feel like, oh, I didn't get the best deal. I didn't play the auctions right, and I got a little bit worse price than somebody else. It doesn't matter, guys. And the thing is, the people that got the worst price are actually the biggest whales in the system, because they actually diluted themselves by not spreading out thin enough. So they went in super, super heavy on certain days, and those days are the worst prices so far. So just be happy about that, because if you're not a whale, it's most likely that you got a better price than people who put hundreds of thousands of dollars into the system, which is pretty cool. Martin Cody says, in a year's time, when at 100x, will everyone be a CM referrer if they refer themselves? Well, if you 100x and then create a stake that's over a year long, then yes, a lot more people could be CM referrers for sure. I'm sure it's going to be a very competitive environment, because there's a lot of money going out to CM referrers. Like in this scenario, during the first year, this is $60 million being paid out to CM referrers. And right now, that's only 140 people. So that's a lot of money between 140 people. Pretty crazy to think about. Black Aperture, what's up, Peter and Wise Gang? What's up, man? Incredible project. I have a Mandela Effect channel with over 41K subs. I've been wanting to start a financial channel again after talking about gold and silver on YouTube. Hey, there's been a lot of people making money, with Wise referral links. So there's been over 1.5 million paid out, and there's between only 140 people so far. So yeah, some of those are whales referring themselves, but over 100 of those people are making tens of thousands of dollars on Wise referral. So that's more than YouTube can pay, unless you have like 500,000 subscribers or something like that. Like you're not going to be making tens of thousands of dollars. But here with Wise, you can make tens of thousands of dollars in just a month. Many people have done it so far. And if you already have influence and a following, man, I would be looking for a way to monetize that, man. Especially since YouTube doesn't pay that much. You've inspired me to promote this project on a new YouTube channel. Oh, very much. Thanks for the inspiration. Yeah, you're very welcome, man. Thanks for promoting Wise. So we have over 500 videos made about Wise so far. So Wise has been an inspiration to a lot of people, and I'm very excited about that. It means the referral program is working. Dirty Crypto, the top 5 in Uniswap are actually stable coins. It's amazing what Wise can potentially do in a year, especially when it's with its powerful referral program. Absolutely. So the backbone of how we're going to keep on bringing in people and money into Wise is our referral program. So there's a lot of money to be made. And the cool thing is, the more people refer, the more money they get, because the people that they bring in have to buy Wise on Uniswap, which drives up the price. So it's kind of interesting because the people making money are like they're actually making their money more valuable as well. So this $60 million might be $6 million at the beginning of the year, but by the time all these people are brought in, that Wise will be worth 10 times more, or even 100 times more, depending on how things go. So it's very interesting because the harder people work at referrals, the more money they make, and the more that compounds because it just makes the price of Wise go up for bringing people into the system. So this is this is what a well-designed system looks like. It's very efficient, and everything is aligned. There's no way that that you can be hurting the system, for your own personal gain. In order to make a lot of money staking, well, you got to lock your money up for a long period of time, and that helps the system. It drives the price of Wise up. In order to make a lot of money with referring, you got to bring a lot of money into the system, whether it's your own money if you're a whale, or if it's other people's money if you're referring other people. There's no way to beat the system and be able to hurt the system by making money somehow. That's just not something you're able to do because everything is aligned. The only thing that Wise rewards are things that make Wise better. Bellium says, "Hi Peter, sorry, you probably got asked this question a million times. I've just reached 50 Ethereum in referrals. How is the reward done?" So if you go to your personal dashboard, which is this tab right here, personal dashboard, I have no referrals on this Ethereum account right here, but you'll see right down here where it says 0 referrals, it'll say 50 ETH in referrals, and it'll say Wise reward 5 Ethereum. And then, if you're referring more, it'll become more than 5. So you'll see it right down here. You'll see what your reward is going to be. And then on December 31st, you will get paid out the Ethereum amounts in Wise, which you can switch to Ethereum on Uniswap immediately if you want. Like you can cash out immediately if you want, and do it that way. But yeah, that's how you get it. What if something better comes along that is better than Uniswap? Charles, it really doesn't matter. First of all, I really don't think that's going to happen. And second of all, the only thing we use Uniswap for is to cash out our Ethereum. So if something better comes along, it doesn't matter. Uniswap is going to serve the one purpose of cashing out Wise into Ethereum. It's always going to serve that purpose. And you can take that Ethereum and go to the better exchange if one pops up. But we only need it for one very simple thing, and that's cashing out Wise into Ethereum. It's going to do that for the rest of time. We don't have any dependency whatsoever because we're providing both the Ethereum and the Wise. So even if everybody leaves Uniswap and nobody else uses it except us, then it's going to continue working just the way it's supposed to, which is to cash out Wise into Ethereum. We're also going to have it integrated onto our website as well, so it's not going to be a big deal at all. Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. Jason from Crypto Crow told me that he will do some research and make a video about Wise token from Rolex23. Very nice, man. Crypto Crow is a big YouTuber, a respected YouTuber as well. Like, he's not, clickbaity or just making videos for views. He's a very knowledgeable person. So that's really good to hear. I hope he does look into Wise token And I know that if he does, that, you know, if he reads our teal paper, and just looks at what's going on with any type of comprehension at all, he's going to be very happy about what we're doing, I'm sure. All right, William Bond says, anyone getting these messages from Wise Beyond Bitcoin doesn't seem harmful, just a bit strange. Wise Beyond Bitcoin is doing awesome things in our system, man. Have you been to their website? Like they've got a great website for promoting Wise and stuff like that. I'm not sure what messages you mean, but Wise Beyond Bitcoin is a friend, man. So hopefully it's not too spammy. Nick says, what are the benefits between buying now through the transformer or buying on Uniswap when listed? Nick, the benefits now are that you can get it at a better price. So the Uniswap listing is going to be the average of all 50 days. And if you look at what's been happening, we are below average so far. So that means that you know, the price today, like depending on what happens, because anything can change in the auctions. But the big advantage that you're going to find over being in the transformer now versus Uniswap is a better price, a chance at a much better price. All right. Hello, my wise brothers. Here we go again. I smashed that like button from Pedro Lamas. Absolutely, guys. So if you're watching right now, don't forget to smash that like button. Really appreciate that. Help us, you know, help us get Wise out to the world. So the more people that see Wise, the faster we're going to compound, and the faster we're going to, you know, become this massive multi-billion-dollar market cap and be able to be something that can, you know, generate all these early people a ton of returns, not to mention everybody else that joins the system. Because the bigger we get, the more ROI we can give to everybody. So don't hold back from telling people about Wise. Wise is awesome, and the more people in the system, the more successful we can become. All right. Let me try to catch up on messages right here. You guys are awesome, by the way. There's so many people writing messages. I'm almost at the point where I just manage messages the entire stream because there's so many of them. So if we get too much bigger, like it's going to take more than an hour to get through messages. But I really appreciate everybody's support. And I've been scratching my nose a lot this stream because for some reason it's super, super ishy. I don't know if I'm becoming Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or what. Why don't you use that 100 Ethereum bug bounty on a professional firm to run presentations and test the code? We already did. Nestet, we already did. So we have a formal audit from one of the best auditors we could find, and that is CoinFabric. And so they are not cheap at all. They are very expensive, and you know, they are a renowned firm that does formal audits. So we have that formal audit as well. You can go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of our website, and you could see under contract audit, you can see CoinFabric's audit right here. Spoiler alert, they couldn't find anything, not even any small issues. So we do have a formal audit. This is something we're doing on top of everything else. So being able to offer $50,000, more than $50,000, 100 Ethereum for finding critical errors, this is just to show people how serious we are about our code. And this is on top of everything else. So we didn't skip a formal audit. We got the formal audit. And we also did our own tests on top of, you know, getting the formal audit, and now we're doing a bug bounty. So this is way more than any other project has done besides Ethereum. The only other project that has done this extensive testing and auditing has been Ethereum. They're the only one I know that has a massive bug bounty program like that. And we are following in their footsteps because we are just as legitimate a project. William Bond says, okay, thank you. Your videos seem very professional. I enjoyed them. Thanks for watching, man. Smash that like button if you haven't already. So can we mess around on Robson testnet? Yes, but not yet. Not quite yet. However, you know, by the end of this week, we should be able to mess around, you know, have a link for everybody to mess around. But for right now, it's just us. What is the APY for a 1-year stake? Hey, Nick, it's going to be really hard to tell because there's so many ways you can make money. I just showed you how the price could literally go up 100x if things continue the way they are continuing right now. That's just the price. That's not even talking about interest. You should be getting between 10 and 30% interest per year. So that's on top of the 100x. And then you have the price of Ethereum going up, which is on top of everything else too. So the APY, like I couldn't even begin to imagine what's possible. It's going to be big, and I don't think there's anything that could stop it from being big at this point. We just have too much adoption already. Like we've already reached a critical mass where we're going to be doing really big things in 2021. Crypto Crow was asked to look into Wise on his latest video, and he said he would. Just a reminder to ask your favorite influencer to spread the word on Wise. Absolutely. So Russ, really good point there because, Wise is a nonprofit. I funded Wise 100% out of my own pockets. I'm not connected to any, big players or lots of money, and I didn't receive, any grants or anything for being able to create Wise. So we're doing really well. The amount of money that we have raised so far is astounding. It's actually jaw-dropping to see how well we did as just an upstart startup project with guerrilla marketing and just grassroots word-of-mouth stuff going on. So I've definitely been working very hard on marketing, but what we've accomplished so far is astounding. However, that's not going to hold a candle to what is possible if you help out with the grassroots movement. So, I've been really busting my butt for marketing ever since March, and I've kind of got the snowball rolling a little bit. But what's really going to make Wise take off is people like you who are watching the stream right now who like it and who write authentic comments and ask people to review it, like somebody just did on Crypto Crow's stream. They asked Crypto Crow if he would review Wise, and he said he would. That could be huge. Who knows what Crypto Crow's going to think. I can't imagine why he wouldn't like it if he understands it, if he actually looks into the material and does understand it and see the potential. Like, that would be amazing for Crypto Crow to talk about us. So that was done. That's not something I could do. Crypto Crow's email isn't even listed on any of this stuff. I haven't been able to send him anything. So the people that you watch, the crypto YouTubers that you watch, ask them about Wise. Not in a spammy way or something that's going to just be incredibly annoying, but an authentic way, just asking them to look into Wise and to review Wise. I guarantee you, if those YouTubers have like 5 or 6 different people asking them to review Wise, they're going to review Wise. And that is going to be more than anything that I can do single-handedly, because the people that are going to respond to my emails have already responded to my emails. And the people that were just going to talk about Wise anyway are already talking about Wise anyway. I can't reach the people that you can reach, and the power that you have as an authentic third party recommending Wise as a platform. It's astronomical. So the difference between us being a decent project and actually being the missing link for onboarding the world to crypto is the grassroots movement. Like, how well can we start a grassroots marketing movement? And that starts with all of us. So thank you so much for everybody that likes my videos, that likes my tweets, that replies to my tweets, that helps that helps our marketing effort be seen by a wider view of people. You are very crucial to this project, and thank you so much for your dedication. All right. So, how do we know that the money goes to Uniswap? Action, you literally asked this question on yesterday's stream. The reason you know that the money goes onto Uniswap is because it's in the code. And if you can't read the code, then read the audit. I just showed you where the audit was. So the reason you know it goes to Uniswap is because the code says it's going to Uniswap. And if you don't read the code, then you're going to have to read the audit that says that, hey, yes, the code says everything that the document says says it's going to do. So we are the most transparent group in all of crypto. There's actually been people from our community that have called Vitaly and spent hours with him where they've been like, hey, where does it say in the code that it does, this, sending to Uniswap XYZ? So there's a person named in our Telegram chat named Valor. He has a trident in his name as well. He is one of those people that called Vitaly, and Vitaly walked him through everything he wanted to know about the contract, taking up hours of his time that he could have used, coding and doing other stuff, just to answer this guy's questions and to show him that, yeah, everything is here. So we are the most transparent project in crypto, and we are 100% decentralized. Everything that is going to happen automatically. It has nothing to do with us, and at this point, we can't change it either. So that's the way crypto is supposed to be. All right. And yet again, 1 hour of wise words with Peter. Hey, Robert, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. QuantStamp does good audits too. Yeah, QuantStamp is one of the people we reached out to. So it was between Consensus Diligence, Coin Fabric, and one other firm. I think Trail of Bits. I can't remember. We did our audits in August, so it's been a few months. But yeah, those guys were definitely up there as far as good auditing firms for sure. All right, how much time do we have left? We got like 22 minutes left. Let's go ahead and refresh here. Let's see what we got. 655. Ooh, it's coming in a little slow. Maybe this will be a good day. I doubt it. I think in the next 20 minutes we're going to be, over 900 Ethereum for sure. So that's another 345 Ethereum coming in the next 20 minutes. I absolutely think that's going to happen. But we shall see. We shall see. I need this spreadsheet mouth-watering as I watch. Yeah, just come onto Telegram and get in contact with me. I will give you this spreadsheet. You can change it any way you want. Like maybe you think that only 50 million is going to come in. Well, that means that it will 7x the price, and that means our liquidity on Uniswap is going to be 160 million. And that the price will go from 12 cents to 85 cents, or maybe you think it's going to be 500 million that comes in, then at 312 X's, it would mean that we have over $1 billion on Uniswap liquidity. And yeah, this is a very cool chart. All right. Max Welch, what's up, Peter? What's up, Brexit? How you doing, man? Howdy, everyone. Oops, just lost my place. All right. Thanks for the amazing interview from DeFi Proof. What's up, man? Thanks for checking out the stream. Toe Jammin says, I noticed that God joined the Telegram today. He likes Wise. Yeah, we had somebody whose name is God join our Telegram and start asking questions. So it's approved. Wise is approved by God, if that helps anybody. Bob Witt says, hey Peter, good morning from the Philippines. Hey, what's up from Los Angeles? It's afternoon here. Hey Peter, love your live stream. You're probably gone over this already, but here it goes. When you add the other 250 million Wise on Uniswap, won't that immediately dilute all of our Wise purchases? Millie, that's a really good question, and the answer is no. But why is the answer no? Okay, I'll tell you why the answer is no. The reason the answer is no, it's not going to dilute you, is because when the contract sends that liquidity to Uniswap, it then burns the keys afterwards. So it becomes unowned liquidity. Now, if I owned that liquidity, if I owned that 250 million Wise, then yeah, you absolutely would be diluted because I could take that away at any time. I could sell it and everybody would be diluted by half. But since no one owns it yet, it doesn't dilute. Because think about it. It's 250 million Wise in the system, but is it circulating supply? No, it's not circulating supply because it's unowned and it needs to be bought on Uniswap. Well, what happens in order for someone to buy it? In order for someone to buy it, they've got to pay Ethereum for it. So if you got to pay Ethereum for it to access it, does that dilute you? No, it does not. And they'll actually be paying more Ethereum than you, because every time they buy some of that WISE, the price goes up and up and up. So right now, what's happening is we're auctioning off. The contract is 250 million, half the supply. Then the other half supply is going to be on Uniswap, but it's unowned, and it's waiting for future investors to buy it, because that's the only way that it can join circulating supply. So it only dilutes you if it's part of circulating supply, and when it's locked up on Uniswap and needs to be bought with Ethereum, then it's not circulating supply, because it's not diluting you. That is a really good question, though, and I think you're starting to understand how this all works. Josh Holt says, "Yo, Peter, what is up, Josh? If you launch with 500 million supply in 2021, does that mean in 2020 you will have 520 million supply based on the 4% interest?" Yes, we will, and you can see that right here. So WISE total supply, this is a 1-year chart simulator, right? So we have 520 million supply. Now, this doesn't take into account referrals. So it's actually not going to be 500 million exactly to start off. It's going to be 500 million plus referrals, which can be an extra 25 million. So that isn't taken into account, because we don't know how much referrals are going to come in. So just be aware that that's not accounted for here. So so according to this chart, 520 million total supply after 1 year, but really it's going to be about 545, like 544 to 545, depending on how much referral wise there is going to be. Heard the Crypto Crow announcement, over 100,000 subs. Very nice. Yeah, whoever did that, whoever was listening to me the other day and saying how important this is, thank you so much. Like you could have just single-handedly affected thousands of people, who come and buy average of 6.5 Ethereum each. That is, that could very well be like 10,000 Ethereum worth right there. Just one person asking Crypto Crow to do a review. So who knows? Yeah, I got Ivan and Tech look into it. Yeah, so Ivan on Tech, Leo Trades, Box Mining, any of these guys. If any of these guys give us a serious look and do a review, that could be tens of thousands of Ethereum. So if you are already in and those guys bring in tens of thousands of Ethereum, that's only going to help you, because that's going to drive up the price after now. So if you are already invested by now, then those people bringing other people into the system is only going to pump your bags. Because it's going to drive the average price up. They'll be getting their WISE more expensive than you, and you will have an instant ROI once we list on Uniswap on December 31st. So at this point, it's only in your best interest, because we went, we had a really cheap first 4 days. We went up. We went up like a roller coaster. We peaked at 1622. And now we're down here, and people are snatching it up cheap once again. Not as cheap as it was in the beginning. Still, the first few days, the first 4 days, were still the best days, but still cheap, definitely cheaper than this highest peak. So if we get some more people driving a lot of buys into WISE, and we have another wave, that's only going to help you, because you're already invested. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. 659. Almost caught up with chats here. Let's see. Hey, Peter, what's the Twitter account for WISE? It's right here above my head. So it's WISE_token. That's the Twitter account for WISE. Bad day today will get over 1,000 plus ETH less coins. I don't know if it's going to get over 1,000 today. It could. We got 14 minutes left. It sure is coming in slow. So I think a lot of people are just sniping in the last 10 minutes. We'll just have to see. Hello, Peter. Can you help me unlocking the spreadsheet to make simulations with a team? Yeah, so if you already have the link to the spreadsheet, then you need to copy it to your own Google Drive, because I'm not giving you access to edit this. That's going to, you know, people are just going to mess up my sheet if I give people access. You need to copy this sheet onto your own Google Drive, and then you'll be able to edit it. And if you don't have the link, just contact me on Telegram, and I'd be happy to get it for you. I bought in today on my first day. It was today, and I stamped out 118 days with 2 Ethereum. What will I get today's wise? Yeah, I can't tell you how much you're gonna get, man. Yeah, that's completely up to you and up to the rest of the people in the system. So I made the best system I could possibly design, and now it's going to be up to people. It's going to be up to our marketing. It's going to be up to our referral program. It's going to be up to the market, and going to be up to chance. So I had no idea that Bitcoin was going to reach all-time highs during our launch. I had no idea that was going to happen, but it was very good for us. And there's no reason why a lot more good things shouldn't happen in 2021 as well. All right. Here in Pasadena, Peter, nice day today. Wow, Crypto Mike. No, I had no idea you're in Pasadena. That's not very far away from LA. That's pretty cool, man. All right, somebody said Elio guys. Yeah, get Elio Trades to talk about Wise. Now, I've listened to Elio Trades a lot. I think I know what he's gonna say. I think he's gonna be like I think he's going to look at Wise and be like, "Oh, this is just a degen pump token. The only point of it is to go up in price, and because because of that, he's going to be like not so enthused about it." But if he does say something like that, which I feel like he would, then make sure you point out to him that Wise is asset-backed crypto. So that is very different than other cryptocurrencies when you actually have an asset backing your crypto, our asset being our ownerless liquidity pool. And also reminds him that Wise is money, and it's just the layer 1 of an entirely new ecosystem. So you don't need to have a use or be able to do something in the physical world to be able to create value in crypto. There's many ways you create value in crypto, and by providing a system like this, like people want, we will absolutely have tons of adoption, and that's all that's needed to make the price go up. Lots of people buying it. That's what creates value in any asset, is people buying it. Checking in from San Diego. What's up, Mike? Hi from Los Angeles. DeFi Man's from Sherman Oaks. Wow, we got a lot of people around the Los Angeles area, huh? Dirty Crypto. I live in Dendale, Burbank, and now Northridge. Wow, very nice. All right, let me try to catch up here. We have 11 minutes left. I'm going to try to catch up on chat before the end of the stream, but I also want to be able to view this sniper action here because I think the Ethereum is going to start coming in. How do we become critical mass referrers? You can become a critical mass referrer by referring 50 Ethereum to the contract. So you need to refer 50 Ethereum to the contract. $16.1 million in the contract for Wise. Very nice. So we crossed over that $16 million mark. So cool. Hey, Peter, landed a whale today, and he'll be joining us soon. Can't wait to be a CM referrer. Devin Marty, very nice job. Very nice job landing a whale and also getting him to use your referral link. So that is super cool. How big is this whale? Like what can we expect? It'd be pretty interesting to see. So far, the biggest whale in the system is 2,500 Ethereum. The next biggest whale is 999 Ethereum. And they got kind of a bad deal. So we'll see if this guy's a smart whale and he actually spreads out the way he's supposed to be. And I know we have at least one more whale coming after Christmas. So in the last few days, it should be insane, guys. Insane. In fact, if it's a smart whale, that guy after Christmas will probably only put in a little bit before, and then he'll buy on Uniswap right afterwards. So we might be seeing a massive pump on Uniswap as soon as it hits. We'll just have to see. Don't understand the multiplier formula. In order for the price to go up 100x, doesn't the total market value have to go up by a factor of 100 for the price to increase by 100x? Yeah. So right here, the market, if we 100x, the market cap would be almost $6 billion at that point. So this spreadsheet basically mimics the Uniswap market maker formula. Because it doesn't go up linearly, it goes up exponentially. So people, if you keep on buying Ys, the price goes up exponentially, as you can see right here. So if, for instance, if we start with 30 million in Ethereum and then another 30 million in Ys, and then we have 270 million more Ethereum, that makes 300 million, right? So that 300 million would be half right here. So this $600 million pool on Uniswap would be half Ethereum, so 300 million Ethereum, 300 million Ys, and then but there would only be 25 million Ys on Uniswap at that point, and the rest would be bots, and so that would make our market cap 6 billion. Because when we just start off on Uniswap, our entire market cap is going to be all on Uniswap, because we just sold 250, and that's in people's hands, and then the Ethereum is on Uniswap. So if we put 60 million on Uniswap, our market cap starts at 60 million. But every time somebody buys more on Uniswap, then that increases our market cap a lot more than what's just on Uniswap. So this is how that works, and I hope you were able to follow that. All right, let's go ahead and refresh, see how much we got. Wow, man, there's only 6 minutes left, guys. Is this gonna be a good day? Actually, let's should we go in? Nah. I'm gonna save more for the random day tomorrow. I'm gonna stick to my strategy. My strategy is just going in on the random days, and then really heavy on the extreme random days. So that's my strategy. I'm gonna stick to it. But man, today looks juicy, guys. Today looks juicy. That 2 days ago it was not at 900. So man, this would be crazy if it ends for like, even if it's under 800, that would be crazy. Okay. 6 minutes left. Why is your name? Says San Francisco here. Hey, what's up, San Francisco? We got people from all over California. All right. Peter, what portion of end stake penalties go to stakers? 100% Fire Rat. So if you end your stake early and there's penalties, 100% of those penalties get distributed to everybody else who has active stakes. Ownerless liquidity pool. I like the sound of that. Streaming from Lagos. Oh, very nice. What's up, man? Hello, man from Chile. What's up? What's up? We got continents here. We got all sorts of different continents tuning in. Our success depends on the hype created on Wise. No hype, no gains. Too much going on in the space. Nah, we don't need hype, man. We need educated people we need to educate people about crypto. So like hype is great. Like this right here is definitely some hype. This peak right here. It's definitely some hype, definitely some FOMO. But we don't need that for gains. We need solid people who understand the system, who are going to use the system for a long time, not people who are like, hey, can I 10x this in 2 days? Those kind of people are going to be inside our system and outside our system very quickly. And it's going to be the people that really understand what's going on that are going to stay. We got Ross Everett. I just reserved some today, and it's taking forever to go through. Hey, Ross, make sure that you up your GUI. So if we look at when you do a transaction, you got to adjust your GUI so that it so that it goes through. So actually, give me a second here, and I'm going to show it to you. All right, so I just put my Trezor in. All right, so I'll show you how this works. So we'll put in the minimum today. So we're gonna put in that amount right there so I can show you how this works. So you see the gas price says 310 and you hit this little edit button right here. So there's slow, average, fast, but what you actually want to do is go to advanced. Hit advanced and you can see this is people clogging up the network. And so this, if you put this all the way over to this end, then you're going to pay a little bit more in gas, but it's going to make sure that your transaction is going to go through. So see, I'm going to pay $6.80 in gas just for the purpose of this to show you what's going on. And we're going to go ahead and confirm that right now. So you got to edit your you got to edit your gas fee. So actually, we don't even need to go through with that now since I was able to show you. But that is how you do that. So just, and if it's currently going right now, what you can do is you can go here, and then you can go to this activity tab, click your activity tab, and you'll see it spinning. And then you click on it, and then you can speed up. There's just going to be a speed up option once you go into your activity tab, and then you could manually adjust the gas higher to something that's going to make it go through faster. So that is how you do that. See, look, I knew it. 2 minutes left, and we've already got 802. So I fully believe that we're going to cross. Like we got to cross 900, right? So like we had 900 2 days ago, and we're going up in trajectory. So I tend to think that we are going to go up. Yeah, see 854. I knew it. There's tons coming in. So people are loving to snipe at the very last seconds, and that's pretty exciting. We just went from 650 to 850, 200 in the very last couple seconds. Hi, Peter. Thanks for being on here every night and explaining everything. I can appreciate it. Can you explain what would be the difference between 1 week and 1 year and 2 years of staking? Sure, a lot more interest and a lot more bonuses. So the longer you stake, you get a duration bonus. So that gives you more shares, which earns you more interest. So the longer you stake in our system, the more interest you're going to make. And if you stake for longer up front, I mean, the longer stakes you make, you're going to be earning more interest over the duration than if you just made a bunch of short stakes. 878. See, I knew it. We got 1 minute left. Yeah, we're definitely going to be over 900. Do I have to go to the Wise site to collect my Wise every day, or do I just get them? Hey, XRP pipeline. You got to wait until December 30th. You see this card right here, Wise Claiming Day? Everyone's going to be able to claim their Wise on December 31st. And that's going to claim it. It'll put it in your wallet. So we're 28 days away from that right now. Whale incoming, 97 is entering, 42 pending. Yep. People thinking they're sneaky, but everybody else does the same thing. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Hey, Peter, happy to be heavy in this day. Decided to invest big again rather than have my Ethan Wise. Baby awake, so here for live. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. All right, we got 14 seconds. What are we over a 900? Yep, we're over. I knew it. Yeah, so over 900 once again. Even we were 902 2 days ago. So now we are more than 902. Let's go ahead and refresh it. 905. So we are slowly creeping up. Now I showed you guys it's very slight, but if you look at the momentum and you look at what's happening, we are slowly on an upward trajectory, and at some point that is going to just explode, because we are coiling up for another big wave, because every single day we get more new people. You can see we're at 4,025 people already. Every single day we get like 75 new users into the system, new wallets that are investing. And like I said, over their lifetime so far, we're seeing about 6.5 Ethereum per user. So if we're getting 75 of those every single day, plus we don't lose our old users, that's just going to begin to stack up, especially since we're almost halfway through here, and the amounts of days you have left to invest is getting shorter and shorter. So the opportunities are getting shorter. There's more people coming into the system. Stakes are getting higher. The good days are beginning to go away. So get in them now. I don't think they're going to be here for much longer. Make sure you are helping out the entire system too by talking to YouTubers. Don't forget to smash this like button as well before we end our stream here. But anyways, we do this every single day, so thank you so much, guys, for joining. It's always fun, and look at that. We crossed over 27,000 Ethereum for the close of day today. We are past $16 million. We are at $16.173 million in the contract. This is at a 596 Ethereum. It's not even at 600 price point of Ethereum. So we're doing really, really well. We're putting over $30 million in ownerless liquidity on Uniswap. It's going to be an awesome ride. We got 28 more days to go until we finally list. And I'm going to be here every step along the way. So thank you so much, guys. We're going to go ahead and end it there. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next